Hello, friends. I hope life's been good to you. And if it hasn't been perfect, I hope you've been able to make it through. I've been reflecting a little bit as I navigate my own path, and things haven't necessarily been as smooth as they have been or as smooth as they'd hoped. But one of the beautiful things about kind of flowing with the tides of life is that it's living life that gives us these insights and ideas and perspectives. And through moving through the different steps that I've been moving through this past week, I decided to kind of share a little list that I've been living by to really help me stay grounded and stay focused and keep my marbles as I find my own calm in the chaos. And there's about 4 different aspects that I've been noticing that have been so helpful in being able to handle anything that gets thrown my way. And the first one is meditation. There's so many different ways to go through meditation, whether it's a guided meditation to learn something, release something, integrate something. There are subconscious programmings that can be done to help set the tone for the type of beliefs you want to continue to hold and the different thoughts you want to help grow in your mind. And what I've been doing every single night before I go to bed is listening to different guided affirmations that have different mantras and affirmations and meditations involved that I didn't necessarily realize have been impacting my everyday until this past week, where I'm sitting here wondering why I'm so grounded and calm. And as I went to play the meditation I've been playing, the subconscious reprogramming and the affirmations going on in there are things that I have been noticing me pulling from in my day-to-day life. One of the ones in the specific meditation that I have noticed has been very impactful is the way that we're able to choose our thoughts. Our thoughts are going to happen no matter what, and it's up to us to be able to zoom out and not become our thoughts, but to be the observer of our thoughts. And having that choice to be able to navigate through and hold space for things versus identifying with things and realizing that different thoughts that we choose to run with will affect the rest of our day and will affect the rest of our reality has been a really impactful practice of mine. I noticed that every night as I go to bed, I'm listening to this recording that's saying I have the power to choose the thoughts that allow me to make the best choices for myself. I have the power to choose which thoughts to continue to pour energy into, because where energy goes, things grow. Focus on certain thoughts allows the energy to manifest, and we allow those things to come to fruition. So through my meditation practice, it's been really helpful in helping me separate myself from any of the different types of feelings I'm having, whether they're negative or worrisome or overwhelm or anything like that. Meditation has been really crucial in me being able to understand that I am simply a vessel that my thoughts and emotions flow through. Not so much as dissociating from them, but detaching from them, not identifying with them, knowing that I am myself and I am sovereign, and so many other aspects will come and go and ebb and flow. And it's really important to not put too much weight or too much value or too much energy into these thoughts that aren't productive or don't serve us. The second aspect that I've really been working to embody is mindfulness. Mindfulness in the sense of keeping my head where my feet are and being in the role of the observer. For example, every time I go outside, I have been programming myself to get in the habit of keeping my head where my feet are. Not running rampant with any extra thoughts, not allowing different emotions to kind of take hold and disrupt my sense of groundedness, but also mindfulness of my situations and how I'm handling them and how I'm taking care of myself and the words I'm choosing to speak to other people, understanding the implications that they might have, and making sure my word choice is very specific and authentic and productive. There's so many different ways to apply mindfulness to your everyday life, depending on what you're going through especially, but I've learned that doing my best to remain present, remain in the room I'm in, and allowing thoughts to kind of come up, but then to also understand when is the right time to work with them, what is the right energy that I am putting towards them. Am I being compassionate with myself? Am I being judgmental with myself? Is it a grounded energy? Is it a nervous energy? And just really remaining extremely present in the moment in order to be able to navigate how to best and most calculatedly move through things. The third aspect that's been extremely helpful is movement. And I know there's lots of studies and lots of people that speak on how exercise and movement is a really great way to keep your mind clear, your body healthy, and yourself aligned and focused. And I've noticed in my path at least that the more I'm able to move, the more I'm able to get that energy out of my head, into my body, and spent. And it's not only about moving the energy out of your mind and through your body, but it's about the way that movement works. If you're able to pay attention to the movements you're making while you're moving them, it can be extremely meditative. It's a mindful practice, but that movement itself, it's so grounding and can allow your thoughts to settle down and settle into a space where you're able to navigate them better, and you're able to sometimes dissect them better or simply allow clearer ideas to come through. It's really easy to become the overthinker when things are really chaotic and you're trying to make decisions on things that maybe you're not confident in the decision, or you've never had to make these types of decisions before and you're just wishing you had like a blueprint or instructions or something like that to help. But I've noticed through movement, as I'm able to move that energy out of my head into my body, my brain can slow down. My body is releasing those endorphins anyways that make you feel good, that help expend the extra energy and help you calm down and regulate that nervous system. But so many times it's in the act of movement where I have my clearest thoughts and I'm able to very calmly navigate and figure out what I feel is best. Not all decisions that are made in our minds are always the most clear or feel the most settled, but when you ask your body and when you ask your gut and when you ask your heart what decision is best to be made in this time, it can settle differently. You can feel this sense of calmness and confidence, at least in my experience, that can be really productive in making sure I'm making the right moves. Music also has different frequencies to it. There's different emotions that get poured into music, different intentions that get poured into music. And over time, I have shifted into listening to more uplifting, high vibrational, aligned music. And it's not to say that I don't still listen to all the different music that I have been listening to, but I'm trying to make it a habit and a point to listen to music that will make me feel more grounded, make me feel more confident and aligned and reminded of the power that I hold and the abilities that I have and the different emotions that I'm looking to cultivate, most importantly. If I were to be listening to sad music, angry music, things of that kind of lower stressful energy, I wouldn't be able to navigate chaos as cleanly. But by listening to things that are more uplifting, in harmony, created with love and with intention, it's been so transformational to my well-being. The songs that get stuck in my head end up being mantras, you know? It's not songs about I'm not even going to get specific with certain types of lyrics, but when the words that get stuck in my head are take life as she comes, things that can help me understand how to navigate chaos better, it can be so powerful. And I didn't necessarily realize how much this one would make a difference until I started doing it and realizing, holy smokes, I can feel myself feel more calm and confident and grounded simply by altering what I'm listening to in the car, which I'm in the car every day. So through meditation, through mindfulness, through movement, and through music, I've been able to navigate some really turbulent waters and keep all my marbles, and keep my head where my feet are, and still remember to take care of myself, and still be able to understand that what's happening around me is not me, and helping me be able to separate between what I have control over, what I'm able to contribute to help benefit it to a situation, and simply my ability to accept the things that I cannot change. So if you're looking for any suggestions on what to do when things get a little chaotic, I would call these things regularly scheduled maintenance. You know, I didn't realize until I thought to record this for you guys that these are things that I've been doing for months now because they felt good. And now I have the tools in my toolbox to be able to implement these and test them and see how they're working for me. There's nothing more powerful and important than being able to take care of yourself when life gets hard. And I'm wishing you all of the best if you're ever going through something hard. To know that you always have your own back. To know that you can do anything that gets placed in your path. The universe gives us all of these opportunities to learn and grow and expand, and life is always happening for us, not to us. So keep your chin up. Remember that you have access and already have so many tools that are here to benefit you and support you, and that you are so very loved. I wish you well, all of the peace and love coming from me to you.